Alright, as always, you can go to YouTube channel My Medical Nightmare and see 40 plus hours video on everything that happened to me. Alright, update on the business practices of Alabama-based Birmingham Radiological Group. They claim to have 45 radiologists on the payroll and are composed of doctors that examine MRI, X-rays, and CT imagery. Many doctors and medical practices in the Birmingham area rely on their services, and you may be surprised if you went to see a doctor and had an MRI, CT, or X-ray in the Birmingham area. A BRG Birmingham Radiological Group doctor may have examined your images, and you may not be aware of it until later. I was a customer and patient of Birmingham Radiological Group in 2018 and 2019. I had 3 of their doctors look at MRI, CT, and X-ray of a major injury that I had in my head. I almost died from this. These doctors wrote in their reports that I had no injury present. I knew otherwise. Went and got the pictures. I'll put the pictures up here yet again. And what is clearly visible at this time when I was being told these falsehoods was that around 6 inches in diameter of infection appears inside my head. I'd actually broken my skull in the basilar area in the region of the occipital condyle and condylar canal. My issues are unresolved outstanding as it relates to Birmingham Radiological Group doctors Angus Baird MD, Julian Patrick Druhan MD, and Donald Shane Kelly MD. In my own case, they were doing work for American Health Imaging and St. Vincent's Hospital, then owned by Ascension. Recently, this has been rebranded and acquired by UAB, University of Alabama at Birmingham. Later in the video, I'll go into detail more about what happened to me. Alright, if you type in Birmingham Radiological Group into the Google search engine, look on the right hand side of the search results and find where it says reviews. Click on the reviews, clarify your search terms to show the newest or most recent reviews, and you'll find this one. This comes courtesy of a patient customer who has had enough of the shenanigans of these radiologists, and he announces a lawsuit in a civil court will be forthcoming. This appears to have been posted back in September 25, and it reads, "It goes to show you that when you have insurance, they want more. Instead of charging your insurance for services, they turn your bill over to a collection agency and try to get more. Well, now I have an attorney and I'm suing you all for $30,000 for damages and stress from your behalf." It's good to see people out there coming off the sidelines, not taking the tactics of these bullies. These people are recognized as community leaders and looked up to as healers. And my own belief is that the public is disillusioned to the reality. They think these people are compassionate. They're out there to be helpful. My own experience is this could be further from the case. They're interested in your money, and they will do and say anything in order to get it. Birmingham Radiological Group and their doctors, they are not trustworthy. They are not professional. I called the CEO, Doyle Stewart, and he told me in a recorded phone call that he was not going to help me get my own images looked at again or to correct the errors of their doctors. Do some searches around the internet. Look at the reviews at the Better Business Bureau website. Look at the reviews on Google. Look at the reviews of the employees on Indeed.com, for example. There are more and more instances of people having problems with this company and their doctors. Birmingham, Alabama is no stranger to nationwide corruption cases in the medical business sector. This city is where the Health South scandal played out nearly 20 years ago. But there is a far greater medical corruption matter brewing, and it involves the Ascension healthcare system. According to Wikipedia, they operate 2,600 healthcare sites in 19 states and Washington, D.C. in the United States of America, including 142 hospitals. They employ 142,000 people as of 2021. Ascension is a large medical industry player in the Birmingham, Alabama area. And thanks to Ascension, they have given privileges for people to operate as doctors, nurses, and other medical staff who have no business going near a mop and a broom in a doctor's office or a hospital. Patients who wind up in Ascension facilities and in front of Ascension employees who are indigent, have no source of income or insurance, are especially vulnerable, and they're being taken advantage of. They're routinely paying what little money they can come up with for a medical examination, and they're getting patient dumped and misdiagnosed on purpose regularly. This is medical fraud. There's criminal conspiracy involved. In and around Birmingham, you'll find many private medical businesses who owe their existence solely to business generated through Ascension and their various other holdings, including St. Vincent's Hospital. I was a patient at Ascension St. Vincent's East Hospital in 2019, and I found myself a victim of a string of unexplainable misdiagnoses as well as patient dumping. When I took these issues to the doctors, I found that the radiological organizations for which the radiology specialists work are a major corruption choke point in what I've just explained. Ascension and the radiological groups would not place me in contact with the doctors directly, which they should have, to clear up these issues. In my case, I broke the underside of my skull. I had 4 scans done, X-ray, CT, and MRI. The scans were looked at by 3 state of Alabama licensed medical doctors for Birmingham Radiological Group. The pictures were taken, the doctors looked at the images, issued their reports. They wrote down with their signature affixed that no injuries appeared. The diagnosis did not sit right with me because every time I would move my head just a little bit, there would be incredible pain and crunching bone. I went and got my medical records and those pictures. I'll put them in this video again. What you can see in these images is I had broken the underside of my skull, misdiagnosed from the outset. Close to a year later, infection set up around the main wound that was unacknowledged. I almost died from this injury. There are other patients out there like myself who are in the process of fighting Ascension. And I just want to take this opportunity to post again my complaint to the Better Business Bureau. So this exchange is documented through a third party. It's not hearsay. Birmingham Radiological Group, look what they wrote in response to my concerns. The woman they had issue this response, Shannon Sykes, also possesses no medical credentials or qualifications in the state of Alabama, and she did not name a sole licensed individual to back up her statement. And this is very concerning and telling. Again, they've got 50 doctors on the payroll. Somebody has a question about an erroneous report that shows very serious head trauma-based injuries that somebody could easily die from. And read carefully their response. And this response alone, this should cost Birmingham Radiological Group their operating license. And the individual doctors involved should also be punished. That's my belief.
Thank you for calling Birmingham Radiological Group.
Birmingham Radiological Group, may I direct your call?
Yes, sir. I'm trying to have MRI sequence reread. Had an injury show up in an MRI that one of your doctors looked at. I need to have this looked at again, please.
Okay, what facility or hospital did you have your MRI done?
Okay, this would be American Health Imaging. And the doctor's name was Angus Baird MD.
Okay, well, let me connect you with our office manager.
All right.
May I help you?
Yes, ma'am. Who am I speaking to?
Becky Burgess.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, ma'am. I was a patient of one of your doctors. I'm trying to have an MRI sequence reread. An injury appeared in this MRI, and I need to have the doctor take a look at it again, please.
Okay, and what's your account number?
This MRI that I'm calling about today, this was done at American Health Imaging.
Okay, I don't handle American Health Imaging. I'm sorry, you have the wrong number.
How do I get in touch with Angus Baird MD? Because his phone number leads to you guys.
Yeah, he is one of our doctors, but you'll have to contact him through AHI.